Okay, seem to be live. Um, mm. Okay, let's just slice. Sorry, my sister, what's me? I'm looking at things. Probably sounds okay. Yeah, okay. Just gonna. Okay, so this is then keep stream. Okay, this is nice. Please, okay, going to different points, like basically, like, okay, Ross. For starters, I made a slight mistake earlier with the breakfast price. I said 7.50. It was actually 11.50. Basically 7.50 for full breakfast, traditional breakfast. So I just taking up money. So 7.50 for that. Then tea, which I got, was 2.50 a pot of tea. Then 1.50 for the toast with jam and plain butter. I got two slices of bread for halves. I think for that price it's reasonable. That's probably a good value. Okay, so after that, basically got the bus off V1 from just Tower Bridge to Covent Garden to the London Transport Museum. One thing with the bus journey, I should say, hopefully this audio is coming out okay. I'm gonna have to look back, kind of download this, and then the live stream. I can't play it, I'll be breaking rules with the advertisements and that. Unless it costs not marked for ads, then yes, I might get away with it. Yeah, if it's not been played, I can check. Oh, it's have to download. Basically, with the bus, it was a bit warm that special sunshine, and extra was being there. The windows were open, except the sun windows at the back. When I was moving, it wasn't too bad. Basically, went on past London Bridge and that. You can see just on the outside where London Junction used to be at London Bridge. So that's kind of, well, at least to have the audience. Unfortunately, because London Bridge Station is being modernised, made large and bigger. Other places, including London Junction, down to the British War Museum that used to be there, to down a bit further the road. Underneath there, other releases have not been released. Basically, all closed, so not there anymore. Basically, eventually, more of the concourse going today. So that's why it's moved beside London Junction. Especially, in fact, over time, the London Junction at that point was changed more from a style of models and that to more live shows. I think bit. So it's just have to be like when doing this live stream that to concentrate what there's really say. But I think it was good when I had the live access. That in fact it's a bit more crowded, okay, yes. Control crowds and that. And then I have to cut stuff right to keep people moving that. Let's put it up there. In fact, the way Martin 2 saw it is truthfully this live access show it's actually I don't okay, I go and do it, but it's not impressive. It's not that great. At first, Martin Tuesday's Dungeons, when it's just more like wax figures from the past of history now on maybe at least definitely real life clones, merges and that. Like you learning about them, that was much better. I wish they would maybe change back to that. So dungeons and that. They have a few at the end when come off life actually. Right. Yes. So it's the chain process. So yes. Talking about X Museums, the one that I have right, it's a shame that's gone. Because then it probably didn't really change. Okay, they had a few bits at the end, make it a bit longer. But the stars was kind of the same, just not really changed them. Which probably didn't help to bring back to us. In fact, it's pretty, not just also on the place in Black. And speeded up one on the R5. Also, with this live stream, probably taking me a bit longer. The software I used before to get it, it seems to have like just disappeared. So I'm just hopping over into the chat, make sure anyone in chat that can pick up the message. And okay, it's buffering a lot on my computer. I wonder if it's going to repeat. But either way, hopefully the chat will problem this. Okay, so okay. Okay, yes, chat. So okay, so actually I'm just gonna type something quickly into the chat. Make sure it's working. Messages all open to like on Blackpool speed it out maybe tonight open the Max works back on the old right. Maybe in breathing in the old place if they can. Or even maybe in this be especially be saying just getting different here and there. Okay, sorry, okay, sorry. It's just a bit confused. Doing the live. At least my chat where it came up. So no chat's working. That's if people are dropping by. So actually, basically getting back to my day. Once I got off the RV1 bus stops just around the Tears of Jury Line, Tears of think it's called, where Chinese Chocolate Factory is being shown at the moment, which is not too far away from liking it. So basically, goes around going to the Transformers and basically done it. Also, my aunt was there, my mom's sister, just outside the phone. Nice. She came along with around, especially starting at the top of it. The one thing I want to sketch this Halloween exhibition we're saying this month, it's a short movie in access the Zero Crossroad. At first I thought it was in the special exhibition space, but they have this one there. On kind of it's not level 1 and it's not ground level, it's amazing level I think. Basically on the floor, kind of small space. They have more images in it, so wasn't it? He's still finds it at the end. It would be a bit disappointing if they didn't have that. So got that interest. Very interesting actually, especially something. And the details were good, especially with Crossrail being built at Tottenham Court Road. It's the pinch point of the whole line, where it has to go between the Northern Line platforms and the escalators down to them. So I can move my hands and that, and some doing actions. But basically, at that point, actually, got some things. At least I had to watch my budget since I have low cash. Okay, actually, where are we? Sorry, just leaning forward there. Basically, I was watching Fidget tonight, just before that bought. Actually, just want to make sure this is in view. Oh, hang on. Over here, sorry. It's the Secrets of the London Underground. Or Secrets of the Underground, this is called. Basically, at first I thought, okay, bring the Fidget. Jeff Marshall. At first, the name didn't come up on Link, but I've basically he done a Fidget series on YouTube, and basically it's all those videos are actually on this, but there's extra stuff like extras about stations in it. The video on that you didn't, as far as I know, it's not on YouTube. Oh, actually includes updated version of all 11 tube line videos. Bonus Stockholm's library video. And 20 minutes of the series extras and outtakes that will take out of the video. Abandoned stations, a tour of the ghost tube stations that you can still see today. And so that's a bit more. And tube trivia is looking at some of this. Some interesting facts in it, especially if you need more detail. It's an HSF format. Sorry for holding this book, blocking my face. So I thought that was very interesting. The 75-year saga, air conditioning. So I'm using that bit back. Air conditioning, 75-year saga. The first experiments to reduce the stuffiness of carriages in Houston University took place in the late 1934, when a single coach on the Northern Line was fitted with refrigerated air conditioning equipment under the seating and below the floor. The exterior windows and fence were sealed, including the drop windows in the community doors, and the side windows in the coach were upgraded with double glazing. Cool air was blown into the coach via a car running along the centre of the ceiling. The modified coach ran until April 1925, but the experiment was not successful, and the coach was converted back to the original condition. By the end of that year, nearly 75 years which passed before air conditioning was perfected for underground trains. The lines on which air conditioning is being installed today are ones where technology is minute, but the need for it is hardly comparing the technological challenge and the real benefits in passenger comfort both relate to deep tubes for where there's not yet a solution to remove our feet from trains and interiors roads, transferring this to the platforms. Okay, that's an interesting fact. Well, at least the early experiments. Didn't know about that actually. I know a lot. Well, at least I've looked up a lot of information about it since I'm liking trains and that. Of course, the first fact in this book is Acton Town. In fact, Acton Town was the first underground station to have a well-known operated train running from it. in fact being a single carriage, which was not strictly speaking a train, but was referred to as such. It operated in this form on a short shuttle service to Southampton and between 1932 and 1959 when this branch line was closed. I need the Southampton one. If you look at the London Transport Museum, they have a map. Basically, it's going quite fast, taking all the information. You have to look at it a few times. But it shows how the underground spreads and that's going over the years. And show kind of the after time. Probably have to look at the section of that. In fact, there's one little fact that's actually on the visual sequence of the underground. I looked through all the visual on that, it was never mentioned. Basically, at Charing Cross Station, just kind of the passage line from. Just want to make sure you get the right passage line. Yeah, I think it's the Bakeroo line. Basically going to the Northern line. Where just where the Jubilee line kind of connects. Let's say you're going from the Bakeroo line, and if you go straight, you go into the tunnel for the Jubilee line. But you have to turn left nowadays. Just along the left hand side a little bit. There's actually a passage right there. Sorry, there's a, well, in the sense in the tunnel was used during the construction. The entrance construction shaft. It was, I think it was used for the G line and also Bakery line, because it's a split passage between the two lines. But the construction shaft entrance is basically where the Sainsbury's wing of the National Gallery is now. So that's kind of interesting. At least hopefully it's not going to. Well, I don't know how it connects up and that, and if it's floating along the way. I know I was seeing a tour of kind of Vision London. I was seeing a tour of the underground station and that. Chain cars, other bits they are not accessible by the private family. They'd say, like the Jubilee line platforms. The old ones that when they used to go to Charing Cross, when the Jubilee line used to go to Charing Cross before it was sent to Stratford, like Irwin's that way. So it's kind of went on that. I'm just checking back in chat, make sure if anyone is watching that, you want to put chat on. Okay, that's streaming. If you want to, like, you can just go. Yeah, you can just like basically put them in. Right, if this comes up, I can see down stuff behind. Watching back on the live feed and that. So also some people probably would have got so it's just kind of sticking in and that. In fact, I don't know how that's gonna come out with the live feed and that. Anticipate also I'm getting off buffering on my end because it's probably doing the two things at the same time. It probably needs some improvement. So basically, when I was like also love films, the James Bond last film, that came out in cinemas for James Bond, and actually used the Jubilee line platforms. That's what I was panting. Where he slices down the escalator that's going down Jubilee line platforms at the Bakeroo line end, rather than the Tickle end of the escalator. Also, post one team was pointed if we notice anything wrong, like basically all the posters are related to our film time period, and that rather than when the line was used as public. So they're kind of more modern posts and that I put up depending on the phone. No. Also there's a bit of that too. Apart from the tunnel is went into the ventilation shaft tunnel, especially with getting the air from the water line coming out and going down onto the platforms. Basically, obviously, one kid just looked in kind of through the group and saw us all there, like other people on the tour, and looked at them and just said, "Oh, they're actually working there." Not realizing that was actually a tour because we had Emmons and that because got for Christmas. Also, the ventilation shaft is just above the train, kind of on grid. Not many people would see it because they wouldn't really look up. So that makes it more kind of interesting. I wonder if you were standing there looking down and when train was in, you see one pistol, which anyone stop wondering where's all this water coming from? Leaning on the side of the train with a cough on to look up. That would be really funny. Also, this thing basically starting to collect the magazine. Sorry, switching back over to see how much. Sorry, hopefully I'm not doing too much advertise. Basically, 3D creating prints as like collecting to make that 3D printed. Basically, got issue 1 okay, issue 2. Then I wasn't sure if it was a fortnight or weekly kind of before I went for the next issue. 6 weeks, and then issue 3 was one of them, got issue 4. Then problems, I think, not really. I think it was more, I didn't realise how quick it was actually selling that. It was very popular like at the start. Basically they disappeared quite quick in Easton's like shop I go to. The main shop kind of. Then like going out to stand that kind of disappeared. I missed issue 5. I pre-ordered going back a few months, basically back in May maybe. So June. No, I think yeah it was May. I was just like from the team. Issue 3 and 5. Basically when I got sent to my aunt's address over here. That's why it's here. Issue 3. But got issue 5 okay, there's no sign of issue 3, so I had to ring it up and basically wait while it actually came. So at least now I have all the issues up to date to 31, which is the last issue. So I can start continuing to build the 3D printer and see how it turns out in it. Especially, I don't know how much I have. Okay, so I'm just reading some information on the live stream screen. So basically that was more or less it. Say, except actually to go after learning the lunch transformers and that. Also about these two things, because I have cash, I had 80 at start, which actually I used 20 to put more cash on my Oyster card. Sorry, hopefully I pronounced that right. It's just trying to get my turn in. It's basically the smart card for the lunch transport and that. So if I've mispronounced, at least people know. But I was England, England I have one. We know how to pronounce it. So that was at least I needed to do that for today to make sure I had enough credits. If I didn't update it stars, well basically I was the enough credits to get back to here. Also basically that would have come just like some £20. In fact, there's this stuff I saw in the shop though I'd like to get that's interesting, especially the European reactors. That'd be interesting to see all the lines in Europe and how they connect especially taking October down. My October from closing to it's an have interesting, not just like the route we're going and see that way, but connection routes and that. Also, especially if it shows you the way the high speed lines are and then old non high speed lines, how they connect and that. That'd be interesting. Hopefully you'll have all the continents in it. I don't mind if it doesn't have Britain and I have those on previous ones. But definitely the main continental Europe lines. Definitely like to see that, but that's an interesting. It's a years of things I want like so. I think there's feature series keeping Britain going with it. So hopefully when I get my savings be stronger in my bank account. I have to get paid a few months. When I come back in October, you can get those. Or even December. I just have to be careful in spending. Also, I must do a credit card check. See what I'm spending, what I'm paying each month on the bill. What do should it sounds like is this thing these something using. In fact I must cancel Now TV. I haven't looked at that. I have Netflix. That's grand, I have everything I want. I'll probably, if I do need Now TV, I just put it on, especially maybe over here in London around Christmas and that. I might need it more, especially if it's a problem. That's when I first got it. Basically, BBC iPlayer and that. You can watch that. And it actually connects up my Wii U, so I can play that hopefully here. Brought back over the TV in the room I'm in, I actually bought that. At least there was no TV, it was kind of with just changeover in it. It was analog, so it wasn't really work. So at least this just also has DVD player, which is great. Sorry about the line. Which is grand because I could watch my video, which is pretty easy actually. Also, don't know if it's going to be because of that and try to get a chance to play a board game. But a few over or three. Especially one of them. I'll probably show on the live stream that, especially if I get to play it tomorrow myself. Since we're going back in the evening, we can go up to 6. Also, I have to be careful. It's now a matter of getting, say, tickets for the Heathrow Express. I still have a bit of money in my bank account. Probably use a bit more of it. But also, especially when trying to save up. I think because a lot of my trips are coming up, paying for all the flights and that. And then booking hotels. I still, when I get paid, I still need to book 2 hotels for the October in Denmark. Basically the one, Copenhagen one, and then moving over to Netherlands. So basically the total price in euros for that trip is kind of very dear in my estimate. Especially especially you're getting pack tickets included, but the cost of the hotel, and that seems very dear, especially for that time of year if it's quiet and that the park. You think they'd be encouraging more people to stay. Probably book that last down maybe by September middle. See if the price actually does go down. Office coming that, especially the New Year's office. So it's possible, especially if booking's not phase true. When I first looked at the prices, I thought was getting years. Definitely thought it says DKK instead of euro, basically Danish krona price, which translates into years. But then actually I clicked to book it, especially I don't know if happened. But wish it was there. Wish it was there. When wish it was supposed to be Euro price, was just a mistake on the website. Also, if I'm booking, I prefer the prices to be more shown in Danish kroner instead of the euro price, especially when the selected land is Denmark. So it's packet and that is definitely have to, especially when exchange rates between the two currencies change. It's like it's always going to be constant, even though it could get cheaper in that fluctuation, your price rise. So if anyone is from us, maybe soon could consider that. So actually not looking at the team. For streaming out, just gonna take whatever happens. Hopefully it's all being recorded and more perfect. It's just maybe more the transfer and that. Also, I know Pop-One's going. In fact, one person watching. I wonder if that's actually just me counts. If I'm doing live streams on it, I know I can't have to schedule. In fact, probably when I get to Denmark, I'll probably do more. In fact, I'm going to try a few schedules tonight, especially Denmark. It's in January. The game fair. Try and organise the time and say like this in live stream time. Maybe about 9-10 German time. It should be 8 or 9 UK time. French stream time is. Or area back. Just to see if the same questions and that. Maybe I could do a talk on my highlights of the game fairness. And then kind of upload video. Basically, also the episode numbers. Basically when I'm doing trips, I'm going to call them one episode in different parts. It's like you're getting this and then combine them into, I can do a playlist of all the paths. People find that easy in it. So basically this time to get to bed in there. Sorry. I forgot about the Borough Market bit. Got the works around and that, playing food. Basically there's one place I saw on TV and that's basically like kind of food. Can't think. It's not just Station's food, it's in. Basically he's doing whatever nature. He's going to people and there's like ideas of what their interest foods and that in modern Britain. And then recreating at least some of it. Basically he features one place in Borough Market where they have donuts that are quite filled in that. A lot of filling, not really basic. You actually drop in the centre, wondering if there is a filling in there. And so these are more well full than that. Like the last one I got, well not the one reason, but the first one I got here was nice and tasty. The Thai filling that. This one actually there has like last time I had vanilla and caramel I think. Oh no, it was apple. Yeah, it was apple. Especially when I was trying to use all the filling around with my hands and that. Try to get as much on. I had to go and find the toilets just for my hands. I hate these young bits. Basically it was nice and nice, especially like the filling that. Also I wonder if the Dublin, hopefully the Dublin donuts are very much that quite filling. The other thing around that has vanilla again, then it has 2 chocolate. Chocolate with kind of nut almonds and nuts, type of nut. Trying to remember back. And then there's a velvet chocolate one, a different flavour, second down. And that's for the velvet because they actually take the other chocolate. Or for a second I thought maybe they ran out of the previous chocolate, but when I was eating it, I could taste it and it wasn't too bad actually, taste wise. It was very rich chocolate as well. So basically called that. Also, there's another place that done nice cakes. Well, there's a few places, but one has a cheesecake, 10 cheesecake. I bought a slice of that, so I'm gonna have that tomorrow. Oh, as I'm doing this live feed in Fay areas Sunday morning now. It's gonna be today before going. Basically, they give you nice spots. In fact, they give you the fork if you want to eat it there. Yeah. Also has a Boston burger, so I'm doing burgers. There's kind of different, sort of different stands in that. We can buy food and then eat it. Especially getting Thai lunch and that. And then dessert. Also not forgetting there's places that do spices, different things you can buy. There was one ice cream place. Unfortunately, they only had 3 flavours of ice cream. Didn't really tempt me as much. Maybe if they introduce more flavours than that. Especially maybe mixing the flavours would be great, especially having the. So. Yeah, sorry, basically the haircuts. So, went to where basically wants to. In fact, after doing the burn market in Boston, I had to get something to drink, so I could walk along. I was hoping to find Subway, but I think that was actually the other end of Time Bridge. Subway's thing up because there's no wharf building. I thought they were beyond, but it was anything like that. Maybe I should went to Cafe Neo for the ice cold drinks more time. We went into East Coast. I had some tea there as well. Also, I had to download back here at the man's place when I got home. Basically, has kind of a granola ogres with banana on each side. Kind of the yogurt, and then kind of cranberries and banana mixed in. That was kind of nice as well. Also had a mango smoothie. Wasn't too keen on the usual flavour. Took me a while to go from let's go for one of those drinks but looking until I eventually saw the mango one. Trying to just make it size. So that was basically that. After that just crossed over the bridge and I kind of went back to Keynes Street Station. In fact, something interesting I found at Keynes Street Station. You know, at the shops, like they usually have big, kind of displaying a lot of stuff, catalogs, but I found one I was collect. It's just in the underground station, small unit. Well, it's plenty of space probably for stores. I guess you order online, then you can just click on that and pick up the whatever you ordered. There's about 2 staff. You can see maybe there's tier 1 behind, but it's probably with the shelves and that you just pick up, get all your stuff, maybe delivered there, then just pick up in this and everything. So that seems interesting. Also, there's a health club, especially some of the things they have. It's definitely different from other health clubs and James strength training. Let's if I get a chance to look back, especially one of the there's a big poster of one thing, especially going on the platform. If you can go to that platform and take a closer look. I'm not planning on going to St. Flint's tomorrow, except to go to Heathrow to get my flight